Hey everybody, thanks a lot for tuning in. Sorry my voice is so low, or maybe I shouldn't apologize if you like a low, sultry voice, but I am reviewing one of the things that I got for Christmas. It is the Smashbox Step-by-Step Contour Kit, and this is basically a small palette of 3 face powders. They're matte, basically matte. I feel like the highlight has a bit of a satiny finish, but for all intents and purposes, they are non-shimmery powders. And then you get an angled brush and sort of an instructional guide here, but those details are also included in a little sticker that's on the inside of this palette. So I thought that was kind of neat for people who, you know, want that little extra bit of guidance. But you have your very cool toned contour powder here. This is the bronzer, and then here is your highlight. You also get this little brush, and I think it's kind of an undersized brush. Even this $3 e.l.f. Studio angled brush, it's, you know, not huge, but it's still probably at least double the size of the Smashbox one. So this could be a handy brush, I think, if you want to go down the sides of your nose. It's even good for maybe laying down some product in your cheekbone, but ultimately blending out, I think you're going to want something a little bigger. I think the absolute highlight, no pun intended, of this kit is the palette. These are great products. I love the textures of these. They're so pigmented. I like the finishes of them. I love that it's just really, really simplified too. This contour shade just works great for me, and I feel like it totally shows up on the skin. But then you've got this bronze, which is really nice to use just for a light dusting all over, you know, sweep it on top of your cheeks. This can even pass for a blush, I think. Even after you see me apply this in the demo, I think you're going to think, oh, that could just be the blush. Not because it's rosy and pink or anything, but it just gives that extra little bit of color to the cheeks that I really like. And then the highlight, I'm just gaga about this. Look how pigmented that is, and it's the same kind of effect I get from the Laura Geller Baked French Vanilla highlight that I love so much because it's so not shimmery. It adds a hint of coverage to your look when you put it on. These are indeed the same products that are in the Smashbox Masterclass 3 palette, the contour, bronze, and highlight that are right down here, and I really love this. I got this before I got this, and I immediately fell in love with these products down here. So it was interesting to see that these are the same thing. So if you're wanting, you know, contour, bronzer, and highlight, but you also could use some really good eyeshadows. These are fabulous shadows. I will link to the video where I've swatched these all out. I mean, they're just gorgeous, from the neutrals to the colors. You also have 3 blushes in here as well. This is a $45 thing, and this is, I think, close to 60 bucks. This is an amazing deal, but maybe you looked at this and thought there are eyeshadows in there I would absolutely never wear, and if that's the case and all you want is this, I would say go for this. I mean, this is really, really handy. I like having both because there are a lot of circumstances where I might not travel with something this big and bulky, but I would take this with me. Give you a bit of a shade comparison here with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. Look how it more closely compares to the bronzer in this palette, and the contour is even cooler. So when you use this contour, it really is able to mimic the look of a natural shadow in your skin. And I will show you the application. I did use, again, for contouring the cheekbones, I used the little angled brush that's included here, and it really is good for product placement, and I went ahead and used it to blend out, so to speak, but I would typically use a different brush, a little more full brush for that. But the product itself, great in the cheekbones, really nice around the hairline as well. You could take it down under the jaw if you wanted to. And then I went into the bronzer and definitely want a fuller brush for this. Use my e.l.f. complexion brush. So this could be used as a blush, just dusted lightly all over the face. And then the highlight, any smallish brush, even the angled brush provided, can be good for this. I like using that right there on the very top of the cheeks. Down the nose, the Cupid's bow. It's definitely not shimmery, but I do think it has just the teeniest bit of like a satin finish that just makes it look really natural on the skin. It's really just a daily use kind of product, and I think you're gonna find a total purpose for each one of these shades. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for this wonderful Christmas gift. Really, really enjoying this product. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.